You're sitting on the couch, minding your own business, scrolling through TikTok, when suddenly your brain cooks up a brilliant idea. You need the scissors. It is imperative that you get the scissors right now. You get up, you walk to the kitchen, you cross the threshold, and nothing. You were just standing there like a sim with a canceled action cue. You have absolutely zero idea why you were there. You look at the fridge, you look at the stove, nothing. You walk back to the couch, sit down, and boom, I needed the scissors. This is the most annoying glitch in the human operating system. You probably think this means you're losing your marbles or that you have the memory span of a goldfish, which, by the way, is a total myth. Goldfish actually have decent memories, but that's a topic for another video. You might think it's just brain fog or that the simulation we live in just ran out of RAM, but science has a name for this absolute betrayal by your own gray matter. It's called the doorway effect, and it proves that your brain is actually working too well. To understand why you turn into an NPC every time you walk through a door, we have to look at how your brain organizes memories. A dude named Gabriel Radvansky and his team at the University of Notre Dame spent a lot of time figuring this out, so you don't have to. Imagine your brain isn't just one big bucket of thoughts. Instead, it's like a file cabinet. Or better yet, since we aren't in the 1950s, imagine your brain is a computer running a video game. When you are in the living room, your brain loads the living room level. It holds all the relevant data in your temporary working memory. The TV is on, the cat is judging you, and you need scissors. But the moment you walk through a door, your brain says, okay, level complete, dump the cache. It purges the old data to make room for the kitchen level. The scissors, that data belonged to the living room level. It got deleted to save processing power for the fridge and the toaster. Psychologists call this an event boundary. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds like cap. I can walk and think at the same time. But the science is actually pretty robust here. In those experiments I mentioned, they had people walk through doorways while carrying objects in a virtual reality setup, and then compared them to people who walked the exact same distance across a single large room. The results were kind of embarrassing for humanity. The people who walked through a doorway were significantly more likely to forget what object they were carrying or what they were supposed to do with it, compared to the people who just walked across a room. It didn't matter if the distance was the same. It is the literal act of crossing a boundary, passing through a door, that signals to your brain that a new event has started. Your brain segments your life into chapters, and walking through a door is literally turning the page. If the thought doesn't get copied over to the new page, it's gone. But why? Why would evolution create a brain that gaslights itself? Well, back when we were dodging saber-toothed tigers and trying not to eat poisonous berries, this was actually a big brain move. If you run from a cave into the dense jungle, your brain needs to dump the information about the cave immediately. You don't need to know where the comfortable rock is anymore. You need to scan for predators now. Your brain prioritizes the current environment to keep you alive. It assumes that old information is obsolete information. It's efficient, it's survival. It just sucks when your biggest threat is forgetting why you walked into the pantry. So, is there a patch for this bug? Can you stop looking like a confused toddler in your own kitchen? Actually, yes. The trick is to anchor the memory. If you carry something from the old room into the new room, like the piece of paper you want to cut, it helps bridge the event boundary. Or you can just literally chant scissors, 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 like a weirdo as you walk through the door. This forces the data to stay in your working memory loop, essentially telling your brain, hey, do not delete this file yet. So next time you forget why you walked into a room, don't panic. You aren't stupid. You're just an efficiently evolved survival machine that deleted the wrong file.